Yo, what's up guys, it's Marilli here and welcome to my channel. Now before we get into the video, I think it's always good to explain my gear, my team setup, or how I did defeat Demonic Beast Battle Stage 2. Now I'm explaining the gears that I use. For Margaret, I ran with attack crits for her. Now you want to make sure she has enough attack as possible. From what I've noticed after playing with her many of tries, she never really dies with attack sets. You do want to make sure you have enough attack and crit as possible, because the crit damage is going to be good for your ultimate, and attack set is good for doing damage. So you might as well just make her attack. Now for Derriere, all I did was just put HP slash defense. I don't know. For me, I also did like the maximum amounts of damage whenever I did attack, so I just kept her HP slash defense. My ultimate is 5 out of 6, so I don't really need an attack set for Derriere. I just went with HP slash defense for tanking. For Liz, now she is going to be HP slash defense. From what I've seen, she doesn't really die as much. Usually Sario or her gets targeted the most of the time. Sario gets targeted the most, but sometimes I've seen the boss go for Liz and she tanks pretty well. You also got a passive to heal us every once in a while, so that's gonna be clutch. And now we have the boy Sario, and I am using an attack slash defense set. Remember what I said before, Sario gets attacked the most, so you want to run like a defense set so you can increase your defense. I wouldn't try to risk crit damage set on this, because I'm not gonna lie, you will have Sario getting targeted the most, and you don't want to risk that, especially when you reach stage 2, where the extra defense might be your safest bet. So hopefully this all helps you out, guys. Make sure you guys like the video if this does help you out, and I will go to my post commentary in a minute. All right, so we're gonna be trying to defeat the stage 1 boss. This is gonna be some post commentary. Now I sped it up on this stage because it's pretty simple for now. It's not really that hard from what I've seen. The most thing you got to do with this boss is that you got to make sure that you go for your gold marker buff and plenty of Sario power strikes for the final phase, because he gets an insane defense boost, and you want to make sure you kill him off as fast as possible when you reach that stage. Now as you notice, I'm just pretty much wasting cards for this phase. I'm just healing up as much as I can till I'm all set up. So we just got to get off a heal, do this, that. Pretty simple stuff, right? Now we're just attacking. All right, we almost there, boys. I'm just trying to make sure his HP goes down as fast as possible on this one, while also preserving my cards. Because remember what I said, you're going to need Margaret, gold buff, and Sario power strike cards. Now we just move our cards, heal that. Yeah, it's just a lot of solving you gotta do on this stage. Super difficult, but when you start to get the hang of it, you can clear this as easy as possible. I cleared stage 1 multiple times. This is that when you get to stage 2, that's when it gets really difficult. All right, so we do this. Now with phase 3 and phase 4, you also got to remember that it will cap out the damage, and you'll start to notice that, why does he keep doing the same amount of damage on this same attack, even though it's like an ultimate? And you'll start to realize, like, yo, my damage keep getting capped out. All right, do that. So we got that ready. Spams the AoE on us. Cool. Yeah, I just went for my Liz heal. I already know he was already gone. Now the boss is finally done with. Remember, the damage is gonna start to get capped out on this one. I think it gets capped out to like 150k, and then on phase 4 it caps out to 156k for all these strong attacks. And oh, I got the gold buff. That is gonna be clutch. So if I somehow get another cleanse card, that's gonna be beautiful. Now I make sure I kept my Yari ult and also taunt card for the next phase, just so I can pretty much hit as hard as I can. You know, I don't think I need my taunt card to hit hard because I'm 5 out of 6. Because remember when I said it caps out, so maybe I don't need the taunt card because I'm 5 out of 6. I've seen people do it before with a lower level Yari, and they usually just save up the gold buff and then taunt and then ult. But it all depends on you, what you like to do, right? And yeah, this boss also removes buffs and cause ignites, but it's already over. Yeah, I just attack, and I think I moved my card. Yep, moved my card a billion times. Now the next phase is where I'm gonna go for my buff. Finally, now you want to have your gold buff so you can have an insane stats boost. So here we go. Ult. Boom. Now let's see what we're gonna do. We might as well just spam our Sario power strike cards. I think this is where I just merge my cards together. So I got my gold, just so I can have my Sario ultimates. And I think I taunted up. All right. Oh man, I forget he attacks steals, but it's already too late. We just went for the ultimate just to finish him off, and we're at full HP because the SR Liz passive, which is beautiful. Nice for me. Now we're on the stage 2 where it is very difficult. Now the reason why a lot of people are carrying like a blue Yari is because on this stage there's a certain phase where if you don't have a taunt up, you pretty much get wiped out. So you want to make sure you have your taunt saved up for that phase. But I kid you not, this boss hits super hard on Sario. You're gonna notice. That's why I go with the stats damage reduction right here. So let's see. So we do that. Either AoE. Yeah, as you notice, I didn't really fast forward this one because I'm pretty sure a lot of people really want to see how I did this. So I made it as slow as possible. Well, not slow as possible. I just didn't fast record it like the last one. This is where it gets really difficult. Now I believe this man has like a weak point card, so it's always best to have like a cleanse unit. I've seen plenty of people run like different types of Liz's. I've seen Green Elizabeth running the most because it's pretty easy to get her ultimate off. I use SR Liz, which is pretty nice, but I also seen New Year's Red Elizabeth, so I might try her out. The only reason why I'm not using Green Liz is honestly because I never pulled her dupes. Well, every time I did use her dupes, I wasted it. I never really maxed her out because I never thought I would need to use her, because the only content she was ever used for, from what I've seen, was literally the Great Demon. So I never really tried to max her out or anything like that. I don't even have any of the Fat Kings maxed out either, unfortunately. So maybe I could try my New Year's Liz, because I think I have New Year's Liz maxed out instead of SR Liz, because she does have a cleanse, so that might be pretty clutch. So we ult right there. All right, do that, and as you can see, he's not doing that much damage because there's no debuff on me. He causes a bleed, and then he attacks my Liz, which is beautiful. I don't need my Sario getting hit. He's been through enough damage. All right, he's been through the war, and I just waste all of my attack cards so I can finish out my slots. Because now this phase right here is the most difficult one, because if you don't have a taunt up, you're pretty much gonna get wiped. So you either want to pray for more taunts from your taunt unit, or just pray that you can finish him off before then, because you're instantly gonna get nuked. And you can probably notice the card I'm talking about, because it's gonna start to do no damage. So I'm gonna heal up with my Derriere card, and I was very hesitant on what I should do because I was a little bit worried about the AoE. I was literally just trying to like pray to see him gold on if I get another taunt card, because if you don't have a taunt, some way somehow you're done for on his phase. So you want to make sure he's gone as quickly as possible. And ooh, I was blessed with another taunt, literally blessed with it. And you're gonna notice he's gonna swoop around with his last card. If you don't have a taunt right here, you're instantly dead. And I don't know if I should show another clip where you get nuked, but that's pretty much how it goes. And this where I pretty much just go for my attack cards and ults. Let's see. Look like it capped at 150 right there. $56. Dang, I forgot this one was also where my footage like cut off a little bit. But for that phase 2, there's a revive. I was kind of upset that my footage had cut off because I was doing a lot of recordings and I ran out of freaking memory. But on the phase 2, he also has a revive like what Hellburn has. He only gets like a smidge of HP. That's pretty much it. Now this one has a gimmick where at 90% he gets the defense boost, 60% he get HP related stats boost, and 30% is attack related stats boost. For this, you want to make sure he never touches that 30% attack related stats and then attack you, because you're gonna get nuked. Luckily enough, my Sario was high enough in HP, so I was able to survive, but you really don't want to risk it. So yeah, I was just kind of hesitant on what I should do right here, because I was really worried if I was going to kill or not after seeing how much damage Sario took from that. But surprisingly, I did enough damage. But I pretty much just want you to remember, guys, on phase 2, that's probably the hardest one. He does get a revive. Unfortunately, my footage cut off before I could show it, but it's all right, guys. I'm telling you right now. And this last phase is going to be the easiest one. Literally on phase 4, it's super simple. He doesn't really do that much damage. He just does like explosion debuffs, which we already know, guys. Explosion debuffs are all trash. So you can just tell this boss is like literally nothing on phase 4. So you somehow reach phase 4, you're pretty much gonna win this stage. So cheers if you made it this far. All I'm gonna do is just attack with Sario for the most part. I think it does it cap out? I think it does cap out on damage, just to a certain point, because I think I do hit like 200k on his boss. Yeah, I just did an attack. So he ults. Boom. 133. Oh my god, I only did 133 right there. Yeah, this one needs power strike cards as well. Just not as bad as like the first stage where he gets the defense boost. Because you can still do damage with regular attack cards, but power strikes hits a lot harder on his phase. And there you can see the explosion debuffs really is nothing. I'm probably just gonna cleanse right here. Yep. And then I just attack my power strikes right now. I think, yeah, I reset. I was like, yo, I might as well just spam my power strike cards, because I'm gonna have my Margaret ultimate anyways. Yeah, and I just used it up. So after seeing his damage, I was like, he can't do that much damage anymore, right? I was literally just telling myself he can't do that much damage, right? Let me just attack with power strikes, because it seemed like he had no other gimmicks. And this is coming from somebody who don't even know Japanese. And I'm doing all this. I just been looking at like all his attacks, and I just been noticing like he looked like he has a weak point attack card as him doing damage and like those other phases. And then this one just explosions most of the time, and him taking away my gauge. He does buff up right here, which is why Derriere is pretty clutch. For the most part, I'm just gonna do this then. Ult. And yeah, I think the boss is gone right here with Margaret. I was literally like, yo, is it really done for? Like, I thought this was a whole little dream right now. Like, did I actually just do it? Did I do it? And there we go. And pretty much all I did against this boss to clear stage 2. Hopefully this helps you out a little bit. I'm sorry about the phase 2 where it cuts out a little bit. I was literally, I honestly was upset myself. Yeah, I screenshot it right there. But hopefully this guys helps you out. Helps anyone. This is really, guys, maybe I might come up with more strats or see more strats and use that for this boss. But this really, guys, and I'm out. Peace.